How many of us here are immigrants?
All of us?
Almost all of us. Who here, their parents are immigrants that came from another country? Exactly. So you know what it is to dream. That is what she said. What did Reyna Grande say? Immigrants are what? Are the biggest dreamers. Why do we dream? What do we dream about? About our future. About what?
Being better.
About being better. We dream. We dream that because we're different, that we will be accepted. We dream that one day my family is going to provide. So when I saw this video, it was in October, I got excited. I thought about you because I was like, man, Reyna Grande, I'm going to bring her. I'm going to bring her. I'm going to bring Reyna Grande to come talk to you guys, get inspiration, because she's from Mexico. How many people here are from Mexico? You guys know where you know where Reyna Grande is from? Reyna Grande is from where? Reyna Grande is from where? Iguala, Mexico, Guerrero. Anybody here from Guerrero? Okay, that's fine. Okay? But you can relate. So when I saw that, I was like, I'm bringing Reyna Grande, I'm bringing her in. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring it in, a guest speaker. I go and look for her, and she charges $7,000. I was like, what?
So all you're doing is
I was like, I don't have $7,000. I don't have that kind of money. I love y'all, but I don't have that much. So we wanted to do YouTube, right? This was October, so I went and I said, let me get the book. What's the name of her book? So the book is called The Distance Between Us. What she talks about in her book that she writes is about her life in Mexico. She talked about el otro lado. You guys know what el otro lado means? Huh? Who said it? I heard it here. Crossing the border. El otro lado. Who here have family members that cross the border? Thank you. All your hands should be up. So you guys know about el otro lado. When you in Mexico and they talk about el otro lado, you got money. Because if you go into el otro lado, what do you got to do? Pay who? Pay coyote. Okay? So you know what it is about crossing the border. So I thought this would be a great book. So you know what I thought? I said this would be a great book for us to grab and read. And we'll have like a book club and discuss, and you guys can talk about it. And we can talk about it. You guys can read a great book about your own thing, because that's exactly what she said. There's books. How many people here read? I hate reading.
I hate reading.
Okay, perfect. You hate reading. But I tell you, why do you hate reading? Just an example. It's boring, but why do you hate it? Not interesting. What else?
I don't relate.
You don't relate, man. Good job, bro. Wow. He doesn't relate. What does that mean? He doesn't relate. What does that mean? Huh?
Like, it doesn't grab your attention.
It doesn't grab your attention, but he said it doesn't relate. Relate to what?
Your life.
To your life, to your story. It doesn't talk about what you guys are talking about, right? Right? So, this is the thing. So I decided to say, look, this is what's going on. I'm going to go to the superintendent. I'm going to go and try to find this book for you guys. The book is $20. I asked for 40 books, and they told me that it was too expensive to get these books. That Latino Nation was not a class. That Latino Nation was a club, and I couldn't afford it. So I started saying, okay, I need to find $800 because I want to get these books for you guys. So I decided that I need to do something to try to get this book for you guys, right? So I wrote a letter to Ms. Grande. This was at 1 in the morning. This is what I do for you guys. This is what I think about. Okay? At 1 in the morning, and I tell you this because I want you to understand. To me, this is serious. To me, this is what I want. To me, is I want you guys to have something that you can relate, something that we can talk about that is relevant to Latino Nation, that is relevant to what we talking about, that is relevant that when you read a book or you're doing something that you can relate to it, that you can say, esta es mi historia, esto para mí me cae a mí en mi casa. So at 1 in the morning, I wrote this letter. Hello, Ms. Grande. I recently came across your inspirational speech given on July 12, 2016 at Centro Hispano of Dane County, entitled The Immigration Experience, an Evening of Dreaming. I cannot put into words how much your discussion of immigration, hope, and dreams affected me. Please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Frank Rodriguez. I am a district-wide parent community liaison for Verona Area High School in a suburb of Madison, Wisconsin. My primary responsibility is to acclimate students of color in a predominantly white high school. Many of these students are sons and daughters of immigrants, and others are immigrants themselves. Am I lying?
No.
These students often feel what you spoke about in your speech, displacement. Not only do they search for themselves in a semi-large city, but more so amongst their peers in school. Each student, though, shares a common bond with you and me. We all have hopes and big dreams. You wrote this letter? One of the ways I support these students is through a weekly student group called Latino Nation. I established Latino Nation last school year to create a time and a place where students can feel where they belong and their voices can be heard. Today, 1 year later, I am proud to say that Latino Nation has more than doubled its size. Each week, they give me their lunch hour. And with that time, I try to emphasize the possibilities available and the opportunities before them. One of the most resounding concepts in your speech, reflective in your childhood, specifically growing up, reading books where you were not represented. You said that the one reason you republished the book, The Distance Between Us, was for young readers so the youth can have a mirror which to them see themselves. As I mentioned above, Latino Nation recently grew from 20 students in the year 2000, last year, 2015, to this school year to about 58 students this current year. As their leader, I constantly search for various ways to get the message across, reaching their full potential across to them. One way I can do that is through your story, Reyna Grande. However, due to lack of funding, my school district is unable to purchase your books. It is for that reason I humbly request a donation of 30 young reader books for them to read. I come to you as a request. I come to you with this request as a fan, as a leader of our youth, as a son of immigrants myself. My mom from Colombia, my dad from Peru. I am a fellow dreamer myself. Please help me encourage these students by sharing them your story, your tenacity, your bravery, and perseverance. And most of all, proof that dreams do come true. I close with a quote from your speech that touched my heart the most. I've done my part, the rest is up to you. My sincerest appreciation and time and consideration, Frank Rodriguez. never wrote back to me. She never wrote back to me. I check my email every day for you guys. Every day I check my email, check my email, check my email. On November 9th, what happened? Huh? What happened November 9th? Donald Trump won. The people that were here, who do we have? We had Juan Lopez. That day, it really affected me because that was the day that I realized that this is what Reyna Grande was talking about. You guys were sad. You guys were, I had a lot of emotions. You guys did not know that this was going on. I've been saving this for a long time. That day, at about 2 o'clock, I went to the bathroom and I found 2 boxes in my office. Reyna Grande sent us the book. Okay? She sent every single one of you guys a book.
She sent 30 or 50?
She sent 30. So this is my idea. Okay, listen, this is my idea. I am going to give you these books as a lend. I cannot give this to you. I'm going to give it to you. I want you to read it, but I want you to do it in pairs. This is why I am giving it to you today, because I want you to do it over the break. Okay? This book, The Distance Between Us, talks about her story. When I opened these boxes, guys, I fell to the floor. I cried that day in my office. I did, because I was happy for you guys. I want you guys to read this. I read this already. It is a beautiful book. I promise you that you will cry. I promise you that you will laugh. I promise you that you will relate. I am not Mexican, but half of these stories that she talks about happened to me. And if you are Mexican, you will love this book.